Alright, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local Global 1987. We're back with some GCW, and we're here on GCW Fuel, the 14th of October, 1996. We're starting off with Dustin Rhodes in the ring, cutting a promo on Steve Austin and the Syndicate, and Jesse Ventura and Johnny Valiant end up coming out. And Jesse wants to put his new interns to the test, so tonight Dustin Rhodes will face off against all four of the interns in a gauntlet-style match. So it gets an 81. We're starting off with Riggs versus Disco. And it did alright. Didn't do too bad. It was our car crash match. Riggs gets the victory and gets a 57. Afterwards, Perry Saturn runs out, continuing his problem with the flock. He grabs Riggs and hits him with a Death Valley driver on a steel chair. And it gets a 73. We're backstage with Mankind, once again all suited up, ready to join the Syndicate, and DX once again confront him, and they again tell him to not join the Syndicate. Ventura's using him, and Mankind says they're just jealous, and so Mankind will face Billy Gunn next week. So he gets a 70. We've got Buff TV with Chris Candido and Chris Jericho. They talk about their problems with Diamond Dallas Page, and also Chris Candido gets a GCW World Championship match against The Undertaker tonight. And it gets a 57. We've got our Fatal 4-Way for the vacant Cruiserweight Championship, and Billy Kidman gets the victory. He defeats Alex Wright, Juventud Guerrero, and Kaz Hayashi when he defeated Kaz with a Shooting Star Press. Gets a 78. This was our high spot match. And, Kidman's the new Cruiserweight Champion. Sting cuts a promo in the ring. He says he still hasn't found a worthy opponent for himself, and he's going to keep looking. So he gets an 83. We've got an interview with the Intercontinental Champion and one half of the Tag Champions, Chris Benoit, and he talks about he doesn't know what's going on with Lance Storm, why he walked out on him and Battle Pro Initiative last week, but I don't know. He doesn't know what's going on. 73. We're starting the gauntlet match between Dustin and the interns. He faces off against Otto, and Dustin gets the victory in 3:29 with a final cut. Next up is Joseph, and once again Dustin Rhodes gets the victory in 3 minutes and 8 seconds with a submission victory. Maybe a sharpshooter or something. So Joseph taps out, gets a 70. Next up, Dustin Rhodes versus Robert. This is Kurgan. And Dustin Rhodes gets the victory by countout. So 3:47. And finally, we've got Meat. I really thought Meat was going to be the best, but he was the worst one. I think Joseph did the best. So Dustin Rhodes gets the victory over Meat in 6:35 with a quick cradle, gets a 70, and afterwards Steve Austin comes out, hits Dustin Rhodes with the stunner, and these two are facing off at Halloween Hell. Alright, we've got Booker T and Farouk cutting a promo, and the Nation of Domination, again without The Rock, come out, and it's announced that Booker T will team up with Farouk to face off against D'Lo Brown and Kama Mustafa next week. 66. Main event didn't do too great. Could have been worse, could have been better. The Undertaker gets the victory over Chris Candido. And DDP ran in and attacked Candido during the match, costing him the match. He wouldn't have won anyway against The Undertaker, but Undertaker makes defense number 3 of the title, and afterwards out comes The Rock to brawl with The Undertaker. These two are facing off next Sunday. And this gets an 85, and our show with an 81. 1.2 mil. Proving our popularity in a couple of regions. Not too shabby. Could have been better. Could have been worse. But we still got to book our rival TV. Alright. The interns actually did better than I thought. I was expecting like a bunch of shit matches that would ruin the show, but thankfully Dustin Rhodes carried them through the match. What did Raw put on? Road Warriors versus the Midnight Express. They got a 71. Damn, they're not doing good. What's WCW doing? WCW is doing better than them. It's Zbyszko and Duggan versus the Rock and Roll Express in a cage in the main event. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Alright, not much for GCW, so that means we're done with them. We can go to Rival Pro, and we can book Rival TV. So last episode we saw Johnny Ace become the new Rival Pro Heavyweight Champion. And he's gonna address his heel turn tonight. No. Do we get Joe Malenko? No. Maybe next time. Paul Jones. Paul Jones is going to be making an appearance tonight. He is the Rival Pro General Manager. And he's going to be announcing a little something tonight. So let's start off with Johnny Ace. Alright, so Johnny Ace. Promo. He did what he had to secure his legacy, we'll say. Let's give that 9 minutes. Alright. Let's book all our angles and then we'll worry about the rest. So Paul Jones is going to introduce the Rival Pro tag titles. And it's going to be decided next week. We're going to have a backstage promo with Taz. We'll host an open challenge next week. Give that 5 minutes. Put that right there. Then we're going to have the Sinister Minister, or just Sinister Minister, with Mosh and Thrasher, and Big Daddy DeMott will come out. So, Sinister Minister, Headbangers, and Big Daddy DeMott form Sinister Dealings, new faction in Rival Pro. And that's going to be to face off against the Blue World Order. And that's it for all our angles, so now we just have to come up with some matches. So, for our main event tonight, I'm thinking RVD's out of action, so it can't be him. Douglas and Ace are in a feud, so it can't be them. Taz is in backstage segment, can't be him. We could do Jerry Lynn. And let's do Jerry Lynn versus X-Pac. I think that would be a good match. Haven't faced off before. Let's put Jerry Lynn over. And that can be the main event. We need a tag match on this card. So let's get the Dudleys versus the Bald Boys. Give this 5 minutes with Bubba Ray Dudley getting the victory. And I can put that there. And then we're going to open the show with another match, another singles match. Let's do Steve Blackman versus Devin Storm. Why not? 8 minutes, and Steve Blackman will be getting the victory. There we go. So Johnny Ace opens the show, cuts a promo on why he turned heel and why he did what he did to become the new champion. We then got Steve Blackman getting a victory over Devin Storm thanks to that guillotine choke. Taz cuts a backstage promo. He's going to be facing off against anyone in the Rival Pro locker room in an open challenge next week. Sinister Minister, the Headbangers, and Big Daddy DeMott form a new faction called Sinister Dealings. The Dudleys get a victory over the Bald Boys. Paul Jones introduces the World Tag Team Championships and announces that next week we will crown new tag team champions in obviously a tag match. And it's going to be Jerry Lynn and Justin Credible versus the Coalition for the tag titles. And speaking of Jerry Lynn, he gets the victory over X-Pac in our main event. And not too shabby, could have been better, could have been worse. No complaints. Mike Roberts. Don't know who that is. Alright. Let's see what's going on with Rival Pro as well. Nothing new, it looks like. Well, in that case, thank you guys for watching this episode of GCW. Make sure to like if you like this video, subscribe if you want more. We'll see you guys in the next episode, which will be showing GCW Fuel for the 21st. Yeah, the 21st of October. And we'll also see Rival Pro TV, and we'll also see Halloween Hell. So thank you guys for watching this episode. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.